أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazakumullah to everybody for arriving early. Sorry, the class started slightly late today. Jazakumullah to all of you for being patient. Inshallah, we will start today's lesson as usual with our daily prayer. Assalamu alaikum, discipline in charge. Could we please have our first student to the mic?
Yes, I'm going to call G1800.
G180. Assalamu alaikum, discipline charge. Could you repeat the number, please?
G180. It was 00, but G1800.
Oh, G1800. Assalamu alaikum, G1800.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, can you hear me? G1800.
Can you?
Excellent. Assalamu alaikum, how are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I will recite the opening prayer and then you can recite after me. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
And the translation, please.
I seek refuge to follow from Satan but rejected.
Good. We go on to the next one. Oh, sorry. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
And the translation, please.
In the name of the Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Beautiful, well done. Now, if we go on to the daily prayer for today,
Do I
which
remove
is
myself?
Wednesday's prayer. So I'll recite it and then you can recite it after. Okay? Rabbi alimni ma huwa khairun indak.
Rabbi, I couldn't understand. Could you repeat it again?
Yes. Shall I break it down? Shall I make it shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rabbi
Rabbi,
alimni.
Alamni,
Alimni
Alamni,
ma huwa
Maha, Mahuwa,
khairun
Khayrun,
khairun
Khayrun,
indak.
Indak.
Very good effort. Well done. If you
Oh
could read
my
the
Lord.
translation, please.
Oh my Lord, teach me what's best for me in your knowledge.
Jazakumullah G1800. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so mashallah, all of you by now know all the class etiquettes. You know how you need to behave. Please make sure that you have your correct ID, and when the attendance link is given in the chat box, please do make sure you put in your correct ID there so that we know that you've attended today. And make sure that the place is quiet. And if you're called to the mic, please try to answer quickly and make sure that there's no background noise because it can disturb other students in the class. Okay, Jazakumullah. Okay, so today we are going to be, this week you've been looking at Wasl. You've been looking on Monday, you began Wasl, which was combining, and you were looking at blank letters and what you need to do with them if you see them in between two words. And today we are going to be looking at a new exercise which will incorporate some of those rules of Wasl as well. And it is on the Bil-Qur'an. It is lesson number 18. Lesson number 18. If you have the hard copy of the book, it is page number 78. And the exercise is 18.4. Okay, and otherwise you have the Google Drive, which has all the lessons updated, so you'll be able to find it from there in order to practice. Okay, so just a quick note that it is exercise 18.4. As you can see here, it's the useful exercise of Asma'ul Husna, the attributes of Allah. Now, the exercise number is not written here as 18.4, but the exercise which you did yesterday was this one, which is 18.3. Okay, and that was on, say, page 77. So this is 18.4, even though it's not written, and it's on page 78. And the next exercise is 18.5. So even though it's not written, it's just a typo. So please make sure it's this exercise that you're looking at when you are doing your homework. Okay, so we are going to go through today, and we are going to just read through these words, making sure we're pronouncing them all correctly, making sure we're trying to follow all of our previous rules that we have learnt. You've learnt lots and lots of rules now, mashallah. You have come very far in your Quran reading. I want you to pay really, really close attention to make sure that each sound you are saying, you are looking carefully at the stroke. You are looking carefully if there are any other signs there. You are thinking about whether or not you need to elongate that letter, whether or not you need to prolong the sound and make it longer. It says here, color-coded letters should be pronounced with a thick and heavy sound. So if you see a red letter here, as you can see, there are lots and lots of red letters around the page. They need to be pronounced with a thick sound. Remember, how do we pronounce a thick sound? We rounded our mouth and we produce a heavy, thick sound. For all other letters, we make a soft sort of smiley face in order to say those letters because they are soft, thin sounds. Okay, so please make sure when you're looking at all the letters that you make sure that you pronounce them properly, carefully, and you articulate. That means you make every sound that you are supposed to make and don't rush through anything. Okay, so if we can have our next student to the mic, please.
Okay, next one is going to be G794.
G794. Assalamu alaikum, G794.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, excellent, good. So the last few days you've been looking at Vasl, you've been looking at how to connect words when there are blank letters in between. Okay, so the first example that we are going to do today, we have some example of blank letters, but we know that we don't need to pronounce them. We need to join the letter with the stroke, the harakat, to the next letter with the stroke or the harakat. Okay, so the blank letters in the middle are the ones we are not going to pronounce. Okay, here is the same thing. There is a blank letter here. Okay, now there is a blank letter here, which is an alif, and a blank letter here, which is an alif. But this is a different rule. This is an alif madda, which means we need to elongate and prolong this lam sound for how many seconds?
1.
2 seconds. You have a lam with a fatha on the top, and the next letter is a blank alif. So you make that 2 seconds long. And it's the same here as well. Okay, so I want you to start with Dawud and Tasmiya, and then you follow me through, and we'll try to recite these words together, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Lovely, well done. So we'll start over here. Huwa.
Huwa.
Good. Now, the waw we need to then join to this lam mushaddid because there's a shadda on the top. So we will say huwal.
Huwal.
Good. Now, there is a vertical fatha on the top of this lam. How many seconds will we pronounce that?
2.
Excellent. So we will say, now, second question, is this lam going to be a thick sound or a thin sound?
A thin sound.
So it says color-coded letters, red letters, need to be thick and heavy. Okay, so listen carefully. We will say Hu Wallah.
Hu Wallah.
Right, round on your mouth a little bit more. Hu Wallah.
Hu Wallah.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. So everywhere where you see a red letter, you need to make a nice thick round mouth, right? Hu Wallahu.
Hu Wallahu.
Excellent. Well done. Now, this ha, we need to join to which letter?
The lam.
Excellent, because there's a shadda on top again. So, hulla.
Hulla.
Very good. So here, this lam is thin. Hulla.
Hulla.
Very good. Now, we have a dhal and we have a ya with a sukoon. The dhal has a kasra underneath. How many seconds will we say this sound for?
I think 1.
Okay, so we're joining it to the ya and we are elongating the sound. That means for 2 seconds. This is a ya madya. So we make a 2-second sound here. The.
Z.
Good. Now remember, this is dhal, dhal. So the top, your front teeth at the top should touch the tip of your tongue. So you don't make a buzzing sound, you make a the sound. Dhal.
Zal.
Very good. Now we join these letters together. The.
Z.
The.
Z.
Very good. Well done. Now we're going to start at the beginning and we're going to recite all the way to there. Okay. Let's 1 second. Let me get rid of all of this. We are going to recite this half here, right? So we will say, Huwallahu alladhi.
Huwallahu allazi.
Very good. Excellent. Now let's do the second part of this and then we'll put it all together. So the next letter is a lam with the alif mad. So that's 2 seconds. La.
La.
Very good. La ilaha.
La ilaha.
Very nice. Well done. Illa.
Illa.
Very good. Let's put that together. La ilaha illa.
La ilaha illa.
Very good. And those last 2 letters, huwa.
Huwa.
Very good. Now we're going to try the second section here. La ilaha illa huwa.
La ilaha illa huwa.
Very good. Excellent recitation, mashallah. Now we're going to say the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to take a really nice deep breath and we're going to try to recite as much as we can within 1 breath. Okay. Huwallahu alladhi la ilaha illa huwa.
Huwallahu allazi la ilaha illa huwa.
Beautiful G794. Lovely recitation. You read really, really well. You made a nice deep breath, so you were able to say the first section and then the second section. So that was really good, mashallah. You did your elongation well. You joined really well with the mushaddad letters there. And your lam mushaddad here, this thick lam, was really well pronounced. You could really hear the difference between this sound and the other lam sounds as well. So well done. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah, Allah Hafiz.
Mashallah. Okay, so just to remind you, students, that you need to, I'm just going to place your attendance into the chat box. And then I would like for you all, please, to make sure that you have marked in your attendance today. So let me just add that in. Just a second. The chat box is not working for some reason. Discipline in charge, is your chat box working?
I think so, but I'm taking the attendance anyway, so.
Okay. Let me just try.
Box. Yes, it is working, yes.
It is working for you?
Yeah.
It's not working for me. I'm not sure. I will try again in a moment. I'm not sure why it's not working. But please, if yes, if you just make sure your ID number is correct, please, so that discipline in charge can take your attendance. But I will try to sort out the chat box issue in a moment. Okay, so if discipline in charge, could we please have our next student?
Yes, next student is going to be G745.
G745. Assalamu alaikum.
Can you please unmute your mic, please? G745, because I can't do it from my side.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to call.
1 second. G745. G745. Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. Okay, well done. Are you understanding everything okay today?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent. Good. So we are going to just recite each word. You've got to be really, really careful and just make sure that you're saying your thick letters correctly, you're elongating properly where you need to, okay? And just be really focused on the sound of each letter, right? Can you tell me how many seconds you will need to elongate this meme for here?
For 2 seconds.
Excellent. Well done. What is this sign here on top of the ra?
Shadda.
Excellent. Well done. What is the name of this sign here?
Sukun.
Excellent. Well done. Brilliant. Mashallah. Excellent. So we're going to start from here. So we would say ar-rah. So you're joining the ra to the ha as well. Ar-rahmanu.
Ar-Rahmanu.
Very good. Once more.
Ar-Rahmanu.
Very good. So you make sure you do your 2 seconds there and the rest of your letters are just 1 second each. Well done. So let's go on to the next one. Ar-Rahimu.
Ar-Rahimu.
Very good. Why did I elongate this for 2 seconds? Do you remember?
Because there's a ya sakin after it.
Good. Well done. Ya sakin after a letter with a kasra underneath. That makes it a ya maddiya or a ya madda. And so we elongate that sound for 2 seconds. Well done. Now, the next one here. Al-Maliku.
Al-Baliku.
Very good. Next one here. Al-Quddusu.
Al-Qudusu.
Very good. Now, make sure here we have a thick qaf and we are joining it to this dal because the dal has a shadda, right? Al-Quddusu.
Al-Qudusu.
Very good. So you're really pushing down on that dal sound. Well done. Next one here. Now we have a lam here, which is a blank lam. So we will ignore that letter and we will go straight from the alif all the way to the sin over here. Okay. As-salamu.
Assalamu.
Very nice. Well done. Excellent. And right over here, we have a meme. And then the next letter has a sukoon on top. Now, will we join the meme to the hamza or the waw?
The Hamza.
Excellent. Very good. Mashallah. Well done. The hamza is just sitting on the waw. The waw is just a seat for the hamza. The hamza is what is important. Okay, so we will say al-mu'minu.
Al-mu'minu.
Good. Very good. Nice soft jerk to join the meme to the hamza. Al-mu'minu.
Al-mu'minu.
Excellent. Well done. Now, I'm just going to ask you again, could you recite this one for me, please?
Al-Maliku.
Once more.
Al-Maliku.
Very good. Could you recite this one for me, please?
Al-Rahmanu.
Very good. Excellent. And this one here?
Assalamu.
Very nice. Really good elongation. You joined to the scene really well. You pushed down and hardened it. So that was really good. Beautiful recitation, G745. Jazakumullah. Thank you for your help.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakumullah discipline in charge. If we could have another student, please.
Next one is going to be G780.
G780. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well. Thank you, Jazakumullah, for asking. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Yes, good. Well done. So we're going to start from this line here. If we can start with Dawood and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll recite it once and then I'll ask you to recite afterwards. Okay, just 1 second. I just need to check the participants list. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Right, okay, so we'll start from here. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم المهيمن.
المهيمن.
Very good, well done. Let's go to the next one. Now, how long will we pronounce this sound for?
2 seconds.
Why?
Because it has what on it.
You're right, it is for 2 seconds because this is a ya with a sukoon and it comes after a letter which has a kasra underneath it, which means we have to elongate. It's a letter of mad. We have to elongate, ya madda, right? So we would say 2 seconds. Well done. Al-Azizu.
Al-Azizu.
Very good. Let's move on to the next one. What is this sign? Do you remember? Shadda. Shadda. Yeah. So it's a shadda, which means we need to really push down on this bar. We will join the jim to the bar and we will push down and really harden this bar. Okay, so we will say Al-Jabbaru.
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 Excellent. Well done. Let's move on. So the next one, again, we have a bar with a shadda, so we need to push down. Now, remember, this is a red letter here at the end, which means we need to thicken that sound. We make our mouth into a round shape, and we will say ru.
Ru.
Ru. Very good. Really nice and thick, right? So let's say the next word. Al-mutakabbiru.
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 Very good. Well done. Excellent. So here we have a kha, which is going to be a thick sound because it's in red. It has a fatha on the top and it has a blank alif afterwards. How long will we pronounce that for?
2 seconds.
Excellent. Well done. So we will say Al-Khaliqu.
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 Good. So when we're saying kha, make sure your mouth is round and you're making a heavy, thick sound. Al-Khaliqu.
Al-Khaliqu.
Very good. Well done. And let's go on to this last one. Now, this last, these letters here, you can see a hamza on top of the ya with a dhamma on the top. Which letter are we going to pronounce here?
Hamza.
Excellent. Well done. The ya is just like a chair for the hamza. The ya is not important. The hamza is important. So we'll pronounce the hamza with the dhamma and we will say u. Okay,
Ooh.
good. Well done. So let's do this one. Al-Bari'u.
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 Very good. Well done. So can you please say this word again for me?
Al-Jabaru.
Okay, once more. Try again.
Al-Jabaru.
Very good. Excellent. So the second time that was really good. Al-Jabbaru.
Al-Jabaru.
Very good. Can you try this one?
Al-Aziyusu.
Try once more. Break it down. Al.
Al-Azizu.
Very good. Very good. You know all the sounds, but what you need to do is you need to make sure you elongate this for 2 seconds. Al-Azizu.
Al-Azizu.
Very good. Al-Azizu.
Al-Azizu.
Very nice. Jazakumullah G780. Lovely recitation. Well done. Thank you for your help. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes.
Could we please have another student just be in
Yes,
charge?
I'm going to call G760.
G760.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you today?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawud and Tasmiyah.
I think I'm understanding correctly.
Okay, good. If we start with Tawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll move on.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. So can you tell me, there are lots of letters here which are in red. Why are they in red?
I think those letters are in red because one is maybe a thick letter.
Good. Excellent. That's the reason. Well done. So they are our thick letters, heavy sounds. So whenever we say them, we need to make a thick, heavy sound. We need to round in our mouth, make a serious face, and pronounce it with a thick, heavy sound. Well done. Excellent. So we're going to start here. Okay, so I'll recite the word and then you can recite after me. Okay. Al-Musawwiru.
Al-Musawwiru.
Very good. Al-Musawwiru.
Al-Musawwiru.
Very good. Let's go on to the next one. Al-Ghaffaru.
Al-Ghaffaru.
Very good. Once more.
Al-Ghaffaru.
Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Al-Qahharu.
Al-Qahharu.
Very good. Once more.
Al-Qahharu.
Good. Al-Qahharu. Next one. Al-Wahhabu.
Al-Wahhabu.
Very good. Once more.
Al-Wahhabu.
Excellent. Good. Now, can you tell me the name of this sign which is on top of this ra and the za?
I think the sign is a tasdeed.
This is a shadda. Shadda. Good. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we join the letter to the letter with the shadda on the top, and we really harden and push down on it. Okay. And then we have two shaddas here, so we need to be really careful with our joining, right? So we say Ar-Razzaqu.
Al-Razzaqu.
Okay, so we have a lam here, but there's no stroke on the lam. There's no sign on the lam. It's a blank lam. So we are not going to say this lam at all. We're going to ignore this lam completely. We will go from the alif and join it directly to the ra. Okay, so we will say ar-ra.
Ar-Ra.
Very good. Now we need to now join the ra to the za. Ar-raz.
Ar-Raz.
Now we need to elongate the za and add the last letter. Ar-Razzaqu.
Ar-Razzaqu.
Very good. Well done. Let's move on to the next one. Al-Fattahu.
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 Very good. Well done. So can you please read this one for me again?
Al-Wahhabu.
Beautiful. Can you read this one for me?
Al-Wahhabu.
Very good. And this one?
Ar-Razzaqu.
Very good. Excellent recitation, G760. Lovely recitation, really good joining, and really good thick sounds there. You made those sounds really well, mashallah. Jazakumullah. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Can his brother has a go, please?
Sorry?
His brother, can his brother has a go?
What is the number?
G761.
And discipline in charge, is it okay for G761?
It's up to you. Whatever you think is okay.
Have they recited this week?
No.
Okay. So G761.
Yeah.
Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Excellent. So if we start with Dawood and Tasmiyah, then we'll move on from there.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Lovely, well done. So we're going to start from here. So I'll recite the word and then I just want you to recite after me. Okay. So in this first word here, we have a ya madiyah here. So we need to elongate this sound for 2 seconds when we say this one. Right. So we have al-alimu.
Al-alimu.
Very good. Al-qabidu.
Al-qabizu.
Al-basitu.
Al-basitu.
Very good. Al-khafidu.
Al-khafizu.
Very good. Ar-rafi'u.
Ar-rafi'u.
Al-mu'izzu.
Al-mu'izzu.
Very good. Can you recite this one for me again, please?
Al-qabidu.
Very good. Can you do this one, please?
Al-khafizu.
Very good. And this one?
Ar-rafi'u.
Good. So remember, this is a red sound, so we need to thicken the ra. We do that by making a round mouth and we say a ra. So you make your mouth into a round shape. Ar-rafi'u.
Ar-rafi'u.
Very good. Well done. Jazakumullah G761. Lovely recitation, mashallah. Well done. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah.
Ahsanal jazaa. If we can have another student, please.
Yes, I'm going to call G785.
Assalamu alaikum G785.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah. Excellent. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, then we'll move on.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Jazakumullah. Okay, so we are here now, right? I sometimes lose my place. Let me just highlight it. Okay, so we are here now. I'm going to recite through the words and you're just going to follow me, okay, for the moment. Al-Muzillu.
Al-Muzillu.
Good. Al-Muzillu.
Al-Muzillu.
Very good. Now, this second one, we have a blank lam here. Are we going to pronounce it or are we going to ignore it?
Ignore it.
Excellent. So we're going to go from the alif here straight over to the scene here. Okay, because the scene has a shadda. So we're going to join that. As-sami'u.
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 Very good. Let's move on. Al-basiru.
Al-basiru.
Very good. Now, remember, this is a red color. This is also a red color. That means we need to make a thick sound here. So I know it has a kasra underneath, but you still need to kind of round on your mouth a little bit and try to bring a thick sound, a heavy sound to your mouth, right? So we say al-basiru.
Al-basiru.
Very good. Excellent. Well done. Let's move on. Al-hukmu.
Al-hukmu.
Once more.
Al-hukmu.
Very good. Al-adlu.
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 Very good. Al-latifu.
Al-latifu.
Really good thick sound. Once more.
Al-latifu.
Very good. Well done. So can you say this one for me, please?
As-sami'u.
Very good. And this one?
Al-hukmu.
Very good. And this one?
Al-latifu.
Very good. Jazakumullah G785. Lovely recitation. Well done. Jazakallah. Thank you for your help. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. If we could have another student, please.
G852.
G852. Assalamu alaikum G852.
I can't unmute. Can you unmute yourself, please? G852. Oh, yes, he is here.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam G852. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well. Jazakumullah for asking. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah and then we'll move on.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. So we're going to go through, recite the words after me, and just make sure you're really focusing and paying attention on those thick sounds, and you're elongating and you're saying every sound correctly. Okay? So we'll start from here. Al-Khabiru.
Al-Khabiru.
Very good. Well done. Once more. Al-Khabiru.
Al-Khabiru.
Very good. Al-Halimu.
Al-Halimu.
Good. Al-Halimu.
Al-Halimu.
Very good. Al-Azimu.
Al-Azwimu.
Al-Azimu.
Al-Azwimu.
Al-Ghafuru.
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 Ash-Shakuru. Ash-Shakuru.
Ash-Shakuru.
Excellent. Al-Aliyu.
Al-Ali. Al-Aliyu.
Very good effort. Well done. Al-Aliyu.
Al-Aliyu.
Very good. Al-Aliyu.
Al-Aliyu.
Very good. Really good effort. Well done. Can you say this one for me, please?
Al-Halimu.
Excellent. And this one?
Al-Ghafuru.
Very good. This one?
Al-Shakuru.
Okay. So here we have a lam, which is blank. That means it's got no strokes, no signs on it. Are we going to say it or are we going to ignore it?
Ignore it.
Ignore. Well done. So we're going to go from this alif here all the way to the sheen here, and we're going to ignore the blank letter in the middle. Okay, so we will say Ash-Shakuru.
Ash-Shakuru.
Excellent. And another go on this one.
Al-Aliyu.
Excellent. Beautiful recitation, G852. Well done. Jazakumullah. Thank you for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Nafis.
Okay. If we could have another student, please.
Next is going to be G766.
Assalamu alaikum, G766. G766, can you hear me?
I can't unmute the mic.
Let's see if they can unmute themselves.
So they call another student.
G766. Yep, if they're not able to unmute, then
Okay.
call another student.
G796.
G796?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Is that G796?
Yes, there's two siblings as well. So
Okay, so what's the G796 and who else?
G797.
Okay, great. So we'll start with G796. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, I'm well. Jazakumullah for asking. Are you understanding everything in the class today?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with what Dawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Beautiful. So can you remind me, we have some red letters here. What do we need to do with those?
We have to pronounce them thick.
Excellent. Thick, heavy sound. Well done. Can you remind me what this sign here is called?
Can
you see where the little hand is? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
A
a sadda? No.
sukoon. A sukoon. Yeah, good. Sometimes it's called a jazm, but we're calling it a sukoon. Well done. Excellent. And can you tell me how many seconds we will pronounce this for?
That for 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Well done. Ya with a sukoon on top and it's preceded by, that means that comes before it a letter with a kasra. That means we will elongate for 2 seconds. Well done. Excellent. So let's start from here. We will say al-kabiru.
Al-Kabiru.
Once more.
Al-Kabiru.
Good. Al-hafizu.
Al-Hafizu.
Very good. Once more.
Al-Hafizu.
Very good. Next one. Al-muqitu.
Al-Muqitu.
Very good. Once more.
Al-Muqitu.
Very good. Al-hasibu.
Al-Hasibu.
Very good. Al-jalilu.
Al-Jalilu.
Very good. Al-karimu.
Al-Karimu.
Very good. Well done. Can you please say this one again for me?
Al-Muqitu.
Very good. So make sure this is your thick sound. Al-muqitu.
Al-Muqitu.
Very good. And can you say this one for me?
Al-Jalilu.
Very good. Al-jalilu.
Al-Jalilu.
Excellent. And this one, this last one here?
Al-Karimu.
Excellent. Jazakumullah G796. Lovely recitation. Well done. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. If I could have G797 now on the mic, please.
Yeah. Auzubillah minash shaitan. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. If we could say Dawood.
Auzubillah minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Lovely. Thank you. So we're going to start from here. In this first example, you have a lam here, which is blank. Okay. Are you going to pronounce that or are you going to ignore it?
Ignore.
Ignore. Good. Well done. So we have an alif and we will join that straight to the ra. Okay. The ra with the shadda on the top. Okay. So let's start from there. Ar-raqibu.
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 Good. Al-mujibu.
Arjubu.
Al-mu.
Albu.
Al-mu.
Almu.
Al-mujibu.
Al-Majibu.
Al-mu, because there's a dhamma there. Okay. Al-mu.
Almu.
Jibu.
Jibu.
Al-mu. Jibu.
Al-Mujibu.
Good. Well done. So you need to make sure you keep that just to 1 second. Mu. So you just practice that. Make sure you're keeping it to 1 second and you're making the sound with the dhamma. Okay. Good. Well done. Al-hakimu.
Al-Hamimu.
Al-hakimu.
Al-Hamukimu.
Al-hakimu.
Kimu.
Okay, for 2 seconds. Kimu.
Okay.
Okay, once more.
Al-Kabimu.
Okay. Al-hakimu. Yeah, so just practice that one, okay? Al-hakimu. Let's move on to the next one. Let's try that one. Al-wa. Hello?
The mic is still open.
Al-Wadudu. G797. Okay, if we call another student to the mic, I think we've lost connection there.
Okay. G791.
Assalamu alaikum, G791. G791.
There is two siblings again. If they can't open their mic.
Okay, let's try someone else then.
G779. G766.
766. G766, can you unmute your mic, please?
Okay. I'll call G833.
G833, can you unmute your mic, please? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G833?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, then we'll begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good, well done. So we're going to start from here, okay? So just follow me. Ar-Raqibu.
الرقيب
Ar-Raqibu.
الرقيب
So this qaf is a thick letter, so we have to make a round mouth. Qibu.
كيب
Much better, well done. Let's move on to the next one. Al-Mujibu.
المجيب
Well, very good. Al-Hakimu.
الحكيم
Very good. Al-Wadudu.
الودود
Very good. Al-Majidu.
المجيد
Very good. Al-Ba'ithu.
البائس
Very good. Well done. Excellent. Jazakumullah G833. Thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz.
الحافظ.
If we could have another student, please.
Next is going to be G703.
Assalamu alaikum G703. You unmuted your mic.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
Fine.
Alhamdulillah. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
I kind of forgot it again.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good, well done. So if you just follow me, and we're going to start from here. Okay? Ash-shahidu.
الشهيد
Very good. Al-haqqu.
الحق
Al-wakilu.
الوكيل
Al-qawiyyu.
القوي
Al-matinu.
المتين
Al-waliyyu.
الولي.
Very good. Jazakumullah G703. Thank you for your help. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah Hafiz.
Excellent. So, mashallah, today we've had lots and lots of practice, making sure we're looking really carefully at the letters, joining correctly, making the correct sounds, focusing on our thick and thin sounds, our thick and thin letters as well, and some practice of wasl. So you were looking carefully to see which were our blank letters, to know whether or not we need to ignore those. Okay, so you did a lot of good practice today. So for homework, Asma'ul Husna, the exercise that we did today, exercise 18.4. Please practice this exercise the next 5 rows from where was reached in class. So in class we reached here. Okay, so there were 4 rows left that we didn't get to practice today. So you can practice the last row and those 4 rows, or you can go to those 4 rows and then go back to the beginning of the exercise. Just please make sure that you do practice. The more you practice, the more fluent you will become. Okay, so if we could please have our final student for our final prayer.
Yes, I'm going to call G719.
G719.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you today? Alhamdulillah, fine. So we're going to end with our final prayer. If we can start with Tawud and Tasmiyah, I'll recite the prayer and then you can recite after me.
Okay.
So if you start with Tawud and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم.
اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم.
And the translation?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through Quran the Great.
وَجَعَلْهُ لِي إِمَامًا وَنُورًا وَهُدًى وَرَحْمَةً.
واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة, and make it for me the leader, the light, the mercy, the guidance, and the mercy.
Good effort. Well done. Jazakumullah G719. Jazakumullah to all our students and all parents and for your participation in today's lesson. And inshallah, we will see you all again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.